Okay, I think we're live. So if anybody is up and on here, I think you have to talk to me through the comments. And so we're just going to wait a few minutes. I just wanted to make sure that this was working, that I have good signal. I am at John Hoff's and off my mountains, so I can make sure I have really good signal. Hi, Carrie. I see you just joined us. And all I'm doing right now is chattering while we wait for people to join. And anyway, yeah, we're in John Hoff's backyard because, in fact, here's John Hoff. Hello, John.
Hey.
And because I want to make sure I had really good signal and would not lose you guys while you're chattering with me. I don't know how many people are going to be able to get on board. I should look up at the camera because some of you guys it's 6 in the morning and some of you guys it's 9 p.m. So that's really early for some and starting to get late for others. So this is why I chose 11 o'clock. So I hope it's going to work for people. Carrie says, hi, John.
Yeah, hi.
Did you see that? So, hey, Carrie, do you have any questions you're going to ask me? Do you have any in mind? Hi, Donna. Aw, somebody sent a heart. I don't know who sent a heart. This is new territory for me. I haven't done very many interactive, very few as a matter of fact, but we got to work on that. Anyway, I hope you guys have questions. I'm going to wait a little bit longer for a few people to get on, and then I'm going to deal with a question right off the bat. And Donna, you already know, hi honey, what I'm going to talk about while we're waiting. So we're just going to wait. So Carrie, tell me what's going on with you. Do you like what's happening in the group? Is it moving too fast, moving too slow? Hi Henry, how are you? Because also toward the end, oh, note to self. Toward the end, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what the next week or two is going to look about like. So Henry, I hope you came with questions and you're going to write them in there because this is going to be really boring if people don't have questions. Well, it won't be boring because I'm going to talk. Not that I'm not boring, but but I have stuff I want to talk about. And I don't know. Hey, Henry, what time is it in Florida right now? Okay, I'm going to wait till a couple more minutes or 1 more minute, and then I'm going to start chattering. And you guys, you're going to be able to come, and we're going to keep this recording. I think Sharon knows a way to keep it and be able to send it out to those who are not on Facebook. And I don't know if this is a quick response. Oh, there's Carrie. I've hit. Anyway, it's really good if you can be consistent, but if you can't, it's also life. But I think the more that you can do, the more it will help you with your life. So, Carrie, I have a question about your obstacles. You say life stuff. Would you guess that the life stuff is circumstantial or due to your beliefs? Just curious. Oh, wait a minute. Donna, I bet you're at work and you have headphones on. Okay. Well, I have waited long enough. I'm going to start chattering. Yeah, I know I'm impatient. So one of the questions, and Carrie, if you send me something, I'll still respond to it. But one of the things that I want to address is I got a really, really great text from Donna Hoover this morning. And I'm going to read Donna Hoover's text and then I want to respond to that, okay? Because I think what Donna felt is probably going to be true for everybody. So Donna wrote me this. Good morning, Lynn. Okay, so I have some feedback for you on today's video. It's actually not on your video. It is on the other two videos that we linked to. And this is what happened in my mind as I watched both of them. First, I watched the one with the millionaire guy, and the whole time all I could think of is, well, yeah, that works for him because that's who he is, but that would never work for me. I kept thinking, I don't have the kind of mind he has. I don't have the kind of capabilities he has. I don't have the kind of drive he has. So for me, I just went back to my old belief system and felt very small in comparison to him. In the next video, I watched the guy about the journaling, which I watched before in our last series, and I felt a similar thing. When I saw him show his journals, I was really intimidated by his artistic abilities. And the way that his mind works was, again, very different from mine as well. So for me, these two videos were more discouraging in a way than they were encouraging. I lost one place. Of course, I can take from both of them the idea that journaling is important and what it can lead to. However, my own limiting beliefs were really holding me down as I watched both these videos, and rather than inspiring me, I felt bad about myself. I know that's my own thinking doing that, not the videos. Your video was wonderful. Okay, I loved Donna's text to me, you guys, because I have a feeling that's going to be true of everybody, and it was true of me, you know? So I really want to respond to that. And the first thing I want to say is left-minded thinking is all about comparison and judgment and comparison and judgment. And, you know, this is one of the issues I have with Facebook at all. And you guys are going to actually hear me probably have a tirade about that, because even when I get on Facebook, in fact, I'm going to read a piece of my journal to you a little bit later here, about how that stirs up comparison and judgment. So that's left-minded thinking. And what we're going to try to do for the rest of this journey is get out of left-minded thinking into right-minded thinking, get in our right minds about it, and all the different ways we're going to do that. And it's going to be really, really fun. So let's go back to those. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do, you guys, is read to you how I felt exactly the same way, but over something else that I saw on Facebook, okay? I'm going to read right out of my journal. By the way, you guys, in regard to those two journals, videos that we saw, do you guys suppose that they showed us the very best stuff, or do you think they showed us what's normal, average, every day? Because I'm betting that they showed us their best pages. And so let's talk first about Roger Hamilton. The thing with Roger Hamilton is I'm pretty sure he showed us his best pages. Even though those were beautiful, they also took a lot of time. And if he journals every day, it would take a week to do some of those pages. I don't care how good you are. So I'm guessing that most of his journals probably looked a little bit more like mine. And so if it'll make you guys feel any better, here, I'm going to show you, like, I have all kinds of pages here, but I wanted to show you a page that's probably more standard than mine. Okay, here's one of my journaling pages, people. It's messy. Oh, Mary, I can't respond to you because I'm recording. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys that most journaling, you know, we tend to want it to be beautiful, but if you really want to get to the meat of what's going on in your journal, you got to get real with your journal. And I'm betting that Roger Hamilton's journal had a lot of really, really messy pages. And then I also want to address the Patrick Grow video in that, let me shut this down here because I can't see. when Patrick Grove, at the time you guys saw the interview, this is 10 years after he first started journaling, which is where we are right now. So if you can imagine him 10 years before when he started journaling, here's the picture. He had lost his mother's entire retirement. He was $4 million in debt, and he didn't want to live. So I imagine his journaling wasn't beautiful, and I imagine at first his journaling wasn't about how do I make 100 million in 12 months. I'll bet his first journaling, and he says so, was, why does my life suck right now? And so I want you guys to recall that, because left-minded thinking is we tend to compare ourselves to the good stuff, and we forget about like Patrick Grove's previous years. You know what I mean? So when you guys watch these videos, you can't compare yourself to the end. You have to imagine and remember that there was a lot of really bad journaling going on. The key, as Donna pointed out, is the journaling itself. Okay? So having addressed those two videos, I hope that was good. If that was good, somebody give me a thumbs up or something. Let me know if they give me a thumbs up. And I don't even know if you guys are still there, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to keep talking. I want to show you guys a page in my journal. Okay, I'm going to read it to you. I have a lot of writing I've been doing, just like you guys with stories. Okay. Oh, cool. Yay. I want you guys to know what journaling really looks like if you're a normal person. And those two were normal people. You just saw them at the end of their pain and 10 years later, or what they spent a good time on. But let me show you what happened to me on August 8th. And I was doing the whole processing thing. 8:01, August 8th, Thursday. Woke up, got on Facebook to see how my group is doing. I saw so-and-so in all her glory teaching at so-and-so, and her book was out, and guess what? Envy hit hard. It made me feel like I totally missed what God wanted me to do, as those were two of the things I thought I was going to be doing a long time ago. So Jesus help. Am I where I'm supposed to be? It sure doesn't feel like it at the moment. Alone still, no family, no kids, no husband, no steady income, not the life I expected or hoped. I'm creating these online courses. Am I really hearing you? Am I doing what you purposed and planned? Have my own beliefs gotten in the way? My own beliefs stealing the promised land you have intended for me? Then who am I to teach if I do? And if I don't personally walk in it, who am I? So I just want you guys to know that regardless of all, happy Lynn, I'm struggling as well. I'm dealing with that paradox of belief and unbelief. And that's what the process of journaling is all about. Is the journaling is the place, you guys, where we get to process the crap. You know, Patrick Grove said, I kept asking, why me, for months and months and months and months. And maybe we can skip the why part, or maybe not, because we're actually going to do some stuff next week. I wanted to tell you what we're doing next week, but it'll ruin it. So I'm hoping, Donna, that answered some questions for you. There was some other notes I took that I wanted to cover. Oh yeah, so the other thing, Patrick Grove's cheeky, crazy how question was, how could I make 100 million, right? Or how can I make 10 billion? Well, you guys, is that realistic for who we are? No, but what is the cheeky, crazy thing we could write how for in our journal? Like for me, to me, it's cheeky. How on earth can I keep teaching these online courses and get my book written and have time to enjoy life and have an income? To me, that feels pretty cheeky. So I think you guys have to not compare yourself, but use what they did to do in your journal. And then the other thought I had regarding Donna's thing was use, she said it made her feel bad about herself. And what I would suggest is you go into your journals and write this. Okay, like I just did about the woman who I said I envied. Just go in and say, okay, I feel really bad about this. Why do I feel bad about this? So that you can dig into the dirt and find out what is the limiting belief that's holding you back. In the case of Donna, I'm just going to do some conjecture here, Donna, is she said, well, that's not who I am. Well, that right there, to me, implies I'm not enough. And actually, that's one of the core limiting beliefs almost everybody has. I'm not good enough. I'm not enough. I'm not lovable enough. So I call that one of the core beliefs is I am not enough. And if that's the case, then what you've done by watching these videos that stirred up that emotion and made you feel bad, that feeling bad is your hints where you get to be the detective and go, okay, what down deep under this obnoxious emotion I'm feeling, this emotion that does not feel good to me, and go, what is the limiting belief I have? And I also want to encourage, because this is Donna, to remember that there are other times in our life where we thought, well, that isn't me. And then we find out later, oh, that is me. I just didn't know it was me. And you may find out as we get rid of some of these core unbeliefs that I'm not enough, that some of these things that we thought would be impossible to ask, we would not even dare to ask, like, how do I make 100 million? As we get rid of our unbeliefs and we enter into the imaginal realm and the spiritual realm that is more real than the physical realm, we might start being able to believe, oh, I could ask that question just crazy because it is me, because I do believe in 6 impossibilities before breakfast. Okay, I'm just chattering away. Nobody's asking questions. So I was going to mention, how long, what time is it? Okay, we are about 15 minutes into this. And has there been questions?
No, but besides them, maybe somebody else is there.
If anybody else is there and you're not saying something, just say hi so we know you're there. And what I'm going to do here for a little bit is take advantage of this moment to just chatter some more stuff that I probably would like to say in videos, but I'm trying to keep the videos down to 10 minutes and they're all coming out at 20. So I'm just going to take advantage of this moment. And there were 5 core limiting beliefs that I think most people will have. And I thought I would have preferred, and I still prefer, that you guys do your stories to dig down deep and find out what are your core limiting beliefs that you want to deal with. But I think there are 5 that end up being at the bottom. And one is that I'm unlovable. 2 is I'm not enough. And here's what I want to say about the not enough thing. I'm going to get all spiritual here. Is Jesus says we're not enough. We know that. We hear that with our conscious mind, but we still don't believe it. And that's really what the rest of this course is about, you guys. From here, this week has been about getting the fundamentals done and out there talking about them, but also finding what are your 3 core limiting beliefs that you want to work on. Now is where the work starts, or the play starts, where we get to start using some techniques to change them. 3, I'm different. That's another core limiting belief. I'm different than everybody else. 4, that's impossible for me. And that was actually one of the ones that Donna was feeling, that's not possible for me. I'm not like that. I could never do that. And then the 5th one, I came up with just this morning. I think this is a core limiting belief, and it's that once we have one of these limiting beliefs, then we tend to think we're going to have them forever. Say your limiting belief is I am unlovable and nobody loves me. And when we get like that, there's this additional limiting belief that says, and this is what's going to be true for me for the rest of my life. And that's a normal human thing, because I think when we're children, when we're little children and we see things happening that are really hard for us, or let's say we see parents fighting and we think, oh, it's going to be like this forever and ever. And that's what we do with our unbeliefs right now as well, as we tend to go, we tend to not realize that this is a window or a season. It is not forever. And so we also need to undo this idea that whatever we're feeling right now is how we're going to feel forever. I hope this is helpful for you guys. Now, and then I had one more thought that I have in my notes I wanted to cover today, and that is that our subconscious is always working its butt off trying to prove our beliefs to us. So it's always scouting out, looking out for confirmation that our present limiting beliefs are accurate and correct and true. And so here's the cool thing, you guys. We get to choose our new beliefs. And we're going to cause our subconscious, by the end of this 3 weeks, to go scouting around for proof now that our new beliefs are true. It's kind of like the reticular activating system, where some of you guys know what that is. The little piece in our brain that once we notice and focus on something, we see it everywhere. Like we see, oh, this beautiful car or this cute little puppy, and all of a sudden we see that same beautiful car everywhere. And this is what the subconscious does. So if we create a focus around our new beliefs, then our reticular activating system is going to go around and start looking for confirmation and proof and see those beliefs for us. So I wonder, there's all sorts of questions that happened and we never even got them. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. I didn't know I had to move this. Okay, so let me catch up with you guys. I'm so sorry. Yes, she's at work. Hi, Gail. Hi, you guys. I'm so sorry. Obviously, I haven't done this before. Hi, Deborah. You weren't late. I was late on seeing how to read comments. Hi, Judith. Yes, we can all listen later because I just did a bunch of chattering. It's the journey, not where we are now. Yeah, Sandy. Hi, Sandy, honey. Deborah, don't worry about missing it, Deborah, because we're going to keep a recording and probably send an email out with the recording of it. Thank you, Donna, for the encouragement. Thanks, Deborah, for the encouragement on being vulnerable. Asking why versus what I can do, changing. This is Henry. Changing my life story based on new outcomes. Is this all information? How do we hear God speak? If Jesus could not perform miracles because of people's unbelief, do our core beliefs prevent one from hearing God? I do think that's true, Henry. I do think this is why we need to do the work. That was my whole point. And when I was sharing about how only 2 out of 2 million made it in the promised land was because of their unbelief. So if we can dig down, our unbeliefs block us from hearing the truth from God. And so that's why I think what we're doing in this group is so super, super important. I'm so sorry, you guys, I missed this. Henry asked a question. Yeah, hi, Deborah. I know I totally missed that. But I got it now, I think. And I hope I've answered it. Hi, Kathy. And Gail, don't keep the videos down to 10 minutes. Oh, thank you, hon. Can you really change subconscious beliefs in 3 weeks? So that is a good question. Gail, I don't know if we can. And here's the thing with creative genius and who we are, we're going to find out. And I don't, because I like to believe 6 impossible things before breakfast every morning. I have started this journey with believing that what we're doing is actually going to change for real and permanently some subconscious beliefs. Now, we haven't started that process, you guys, yet, and you're going to be able to answer that question at the end with me. So can we really? I do believe that what I want to call a quantum change is definitely possible because it's happened. It's happened to a lot of people. And in fact, one of the things I do find annoying on the internet, because I have looked at a lot of how do we get rid of limiting belief courses, and there's a lot of them out there that say we can do it in 15 minutes. I don't know if we can do it in 15 minutes. Maybe we can. That was why we did Wednesday's audio. And the proof of that will be if it happens or not for you. And it could be that, like if you did that audio on Wednesday, that was the beginning, like a quantum step forward in changing your limiting belief. Maybe it isn't fully and not permanent yet, but you did a quantum shift forward. So Gail, even if we haven't, I believe, totally and permanently gotten rid of, which is what I'm believing for, then at least maybe we are making some quantum changes that will actually show up in our life. Because when our beliefs change, our behavior changes. And our subconscious is now looking for proof, that's my goal, of our new beliefs. And then we're going to start believing it because the subconscious is going to prove it to us. Hi, Jeff. Willingness to follow where the spirit leads will play a part. Absolutely. Okay. Okay, I don't see any more questions. If I've missed one, you guys, I apologize because I did not know I needed to scroll down. I had John here to help me, and I didn't know to tell him that he needed to do it, so it wasn't his fault. But now we know. And here's what I would like to know, you guys. I'm thinking of doing a Q&A every Friday. So if this is helpful to you and you would like it more, I need to hear some yeses. If you would just prefer, sending it in and being less personal, less live, that would be okay. But I do want to put this caveat in here, which I needed to bring up anyway. Oh, I could do next Friday. I can do next Friday, but the following Friday I won't be able to do. So here's what the picture looks like, you guys, for the next 3 weeks. I am trying to stay plenty ahead because I have a family reunion camp out that happens every year, and I do not want to miss, starting on the 18th, which means I have to leave California on the 17th. And I will be gone for a week. My goal, my belief that I'm working on, is that I can get ahead enough that you guys are going to still have all the videos and PDFs you need to work during the whole time that I'm there. It may not happen. If it doesn't happen, I ask for your grace. But I also believe that I'm going to give you enough homework that maybe that time will be valuable for you for catching up. And you won't waste it, but you'll actually use it to catch up. So those are my thoughts. And I'm going to see, more comments. Every shift toward new beliefs is a good thing. Hi, Sharon. Oh, yay, Carrie, thank you for the encouragement. Friday fun, yes. Okay, I'm liking that too, because I love hearing some interaction. So keep that in mind during the week, you guys. If you have questions that come up, so you don't forget, write them down in your journal. Even when I got that text from Donna today, guess what I did? I put my reaction to her text in my journal so I wouldn't forget to share with you guys. And I just want you guys to remember that these journals, they're workbooks. You guys, they're not pretty picture books to show the world, because pretty picture books are not going to change our beliefs. It's doing the work. Anyway, I love you guys. Donna says, I think sometimes our beliefs change, leading us to change behavior. Exactly. Then leading to further, further belief changes, meaning the beliefs become more solidified. Absolutely. In fact, next week, there's this little revelation that God gave me. I'm going to share with you. And it's called, well, I've named it. It's called belief reconsolidation. And it's pretty cool. That's not until the middle of next week. But anyway, I am going to sign off here unless there's more questions. Hi, Sandy.